I'm happy to be back on Facebook. As I said, I don't want to do anything unless there is a inner compulsion to do that. And this video is uh, because of a compulsion that made me to do this video for you. Miracles. First, let's look at a very simple definition of miracle. It is some event or happening for which there is no rational explanation, which is often a very positive thing, not a negative thing. And usually it is in the domain of God and religion. And we have killed these miracles by our own uh, too much dependence on science and religion, science and technology, which are based on rationality. So our civilization is a materialistic, meaning that based on matter, uh, based on cause and effect, based on reason. And everybody is a victim to that. Even the most spiritual person uh, is a victim to the science and religion and rationality. I'm not excluding myself from that. The majority of the people, or almost everyone. So in this video, I'm going to reflect on my own life so that you will get some uh, perception or perspective on miracle, and also why miracles are needed in life. I started out with a religious person, spiritual person, and then I became a spiritual scientist in bringing in a scientific investigation onto uh, the science and on religion and miracles. You know that for a long time uh, I have called myself a guru, Guruji, Shiva Baba, uh, Baba Sri Shiva, Dattatreya. Uh, I was known by many names, but all of them are spiritual names. And I did not select them, they were given to me except the name Guruji, which, again, people call me like that. And I just wanted to be more scientific. So I just began to be called by my original name, just Bhaskaran Pillai. So the short form is Dr. Pillai. It's just how all the videos are now known. Teachings are also conducted in that name. Now, I'm at a crossroad in my life. The two personalities, Dattatreya and Baba, Shruti Baba, they influenced me in a very, very powerful way, so that I used to even have a headband that Shruti Sai Baba used to use. I did not know why I did that, but I did, uh, what I did. Now they are coming back to me, so I again began to do some research on them and on their miracles, and then their association with me, and the claim that I had been Dattatreya, had been Shirdi Baba, but voluntarily I just discarded that identity. But now that, not that the identity, I'm going to reclaim that identity, but I'm just in a very objective way trying to look at the benefits of these personalities. The Dattatreya is a guru who had the power of all the three high gods in Hinduism: the creator, the sustainer, and the destroyer, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. So he was the ultimate guru, and then, according to history, he lived uh, in the Satya Yuga, which is uh, you know millions or billions of years ago, because we don't have a precise understanding of what a yuga is. But still, it's in time memorial. He was a guru with a tremendous amount of power. And Sri Sai Baba, who is a recent guy who lived, I think he's passed away in the 1918s or so. And he is now coming back with a tremendous amount of power. And when he lived, he had no, he was not a philosopher or an intellectual, or he was just a man of miracles. He was considered a Muslim, he was considered a Hindu, he was considered this avatar of Shiva. So many things are attributed to him. So when I came back to him, or when they reached out me back to me, and this has been this is over the past few months I have been working on that. I'm more attracted to the miracles because what the world needs today is a quick fix, and especially for those who have no resources, no skills, no substantial education or backup from people. They depend on miracles more than the rich people or the educated people. Highly educated people do a good job. They don't care. They can go without it. Not that I want them to. Everybody has to be benefited by miracles. I do not want to give you a lecture that I used to be giving, although I've been blah-blahing for a few minutes now, which I think is needed. Otherwise, I would have gone without it. So the miracle is something that is very fast, quick, and which there is no explanation, but that changes the things around your life, and then your problem is solved. Why not go back to that and then embrace it and experiment with it? And that is where I am now. And these two personalities, Dattatreya and then Shiva Baba, Sri Baba, are both now coming back to me, with a tremendous amount of irresistible force. I'm in Florida trying to reflect on it, and also doing this video for you. And I went to the website and then saw a number of miracles happening in the Siddhi Baba temples. Miracles in the night when nobody is there, when they put a camera, the security camera uh, picks up images of people coming, and then they are doing fire rituals for this in front of the statue of Sri Sai Baba, and the statue, exudes honey and perfumes and vibhuti, all these things, people's problems are immediately solved, then this made me to. I knew most of these when I decided to stay away from uh, the identity of Siddhi Baba. But now there is something that I cannot resist. So I have to just recommend you to look at this phenomenon and then see how many people can benefit from that. Maybe do a pilot study on that. So I've been involved in that. And while I was doing this, there are some miracles taking place that I just wanted to have. Uh, Two things I should say, that somebody who built a temple for Dattatreya, the ultimate guru, and who can do everything, and then there is no guru better than him. He himself is the incarnation of the three gods. Somebody built a temple, and then and he thought that last year, oh no, this year during my birthday, he came and visited me and said, "You are the Dattatreya, come and take over the temple." And then bless the temple. Because in his mind, I am not, I am Dattatreya. I said, you know, I brushed it aside, and then, I'm Dr. Pillai, and then that's what I am. I won't call myself Dattatreya, but I don't think I am Dattatreya, but he won't accept. And he's a very respectable man, a government bureaucrat and all that. So I was supposed to visit his temple when I was in India. I couldn't get go there, although I owe a visit to the temple since I had promised him to do that. That's during my birthday in February. And now, what is happening here is Sruti Baba, who is an incarnation of Dattatreya, is coming back, and I've been thinking about, maybe we should, as an experimental basis, put a statue of Siddhi Sai Baba and then have people to pray to him, and especially my devotees, because they trust me, and I owe them you know, a solution, and then I think this could be a great solution. So I decided, okay, why don't you get big statues and put these statues, and then see, have people to do rituals. And then while I was here in Florida, then why don't you do a temple here? And immediately I spoke to someone. I'm thinking about it. Then I have a building. Why don't you start it here? Oh my God! And then I went, and then it's a great place, and so you can start doing. And then there are people who are volunteering, because I'm not going to be here to do these things. And then immediately a thought came that I should do one already in my place. I have a couple of places in Chennai. Do it there. I think that is a miracle. I mean, why would somebody open the building to me to start this? So anyway, that doesn't mean that I'm going to totally driven by uh, faith and miracle, but faith is certainly a much powerful thing than science. So I'm going to bring both science and religion together, so faith and also experiment and pilot study together. So while this is happening, there was a Nadi reading by Agastya, and he speaks in his own language. This is someone that I'm going to. I've been testing before I introduce him. But I have great respect for him, and he does speak in a language that nobody understands. And in that word, he said, Augustus said, hey, this Dattatreya's birthday is very important for you. And that is coming on the full moon on the 22nd of October. Oh, but generally, uh, it it is celebrated in sometime in December, not in October. But Agastya said, no, his real birthday is only on this day. And, oh, okay. Because when Agastya says, because he lived, I don't know, millions of years ago, whenever nobody knows, he was human or divine or semi-human, whatever. So I decided there's something felt uh, right in me to do a big event for Dattatreya, a very big uh, uh, fire lab, invoking him in a grand way, because he is also the guy who uh, who only does miracles. Teaching is not important. Teaching is just a waste of time. So that's something that I have decided to do in India. It's going to be a grand ceremony. So it's going to be a fire ritual for both Dattatreya and Shri Sai Baba. You know, and I want people to experiment this, and and then pray for miracles, and then maybe put out say a way to monitor those miracles that people undergo during this occasion, or followed by this big fire ritual. So there will be announcements about this big fire lab that will be done in India. Most probably, I will be there in India during that time. So the immediate miracle is that I'm going to do here. I'm in Palm City, and this is where I'm going to uh, put the statue of Shiv Dattatreya as soon as possible, and the statue has to come from India. Maybe I will put a big portraits, paintings of Dattatreya and Siddhi Sai Baba. There's a student of mine who is going to take care of that building, and then we'll go from there. So there will be announcements about it also. So okay, I'm very grateful that I have uh, I have I have been blessed with many things in my life, and primarily from the divine. God bless.